Howdy Hive Scum, and welcome back to another huge Necromunda Battle Royale Battle Report. This time, it's different. Last time we did Champions, and this time we're doing Juves. So all of the little rookies from each gang in Necromunda are going to be facing off in a head-to-head 13 different Juves, all against all in this one. Unlike the Champions, this one is a little less deadly, but we have more of an objective in a custom scenario that I just kind of dreamt up last night and thought I'd stick in to play for this game. The idea here is that all of the Juves, all 13 of them, are trying to get their first drink and enter the Black Rabbit nightclub through our trusty doorman, Mr. Yaga. In a 3x3 board, the center square is the odd one out in that we have to make our way to the bar to buy a drink. You must pass a basic action to buy the drink, and it is a cool check to get a drink token. You then must enter the club, the Black Rabbit, through Yaga, who is our doorman. Again, a basic action and a cool check to enter the bar. The game ends when the first 3 Juves will enter the Black Rabbit with their drinks, getting past our doorman, Mr. Yaga. The square that the Black Rabbit is on, no weapons can be used at all. So no weapons can be used in this square. You may not shoot into this square, and you may not shoot out of it either. Now let's go and have a look at all of the Juves that are present in this Black Rabbit rush. Now first up, I had to go with House Cawdor, and we have 2 Bone Pickers. Yes, 2. Of course, they do have the Devout Masses special rule, so rather than including an extra D3 in this, they are cheating by bringing an extra Cawdor. These guys are going to be working together. They will not fight each other at all, but we've given them some limitations in that they are the only fighters pretty much, except for one more, that do not have armor. The Ace of Clubs is going to be our Cawdor Bone Picker, worth 35 credits with an axe and a stub gun, and that is it. The 2 of Clubs next to him is going to be our Flail and Stub Gun for 45 credits. Those are our 2 House Cawdor Bone Pickers. Assigned to the 3 of Clubs, we have young Wes to his mates. This is our Delac Shadow old school metal Necromunda 95 miniature here, representing at 60 credits with a stiletto knife, stub gun, and flak armor. Assigned to the 4 of Clubs, we have fan favorite cult hit model, the Escher Juve with pick. This one is worth 55 credits, and she comes with a stiletto knife and stub gun. Unfortunately, there is no weapon available to her that represents the pick, not even a maul in fact, so we've gone for the typical stiletto knife. She's also got flak armor, so identically armed to the Delac Shadow, however, slightly different stats there too. In at number 5, we have House Goliath Bully. This guy is 60 credits, and he comes with 2 axes and furnace plates, say less. The 6 of Clubs is our Vansar Subtech. This guy comes in at 55 credits, built-in armored body glove for that 6-up save, combined with flak armor for a 5-up going to a 4-up in blasts, and he also comes with the las gun as well, so much more of a shooty Juve in this instance. Will he be able to hold his own in close combat is the question. The 7 of Clubs is assigned to our Runtani Dust Runner. This is an Ash Waste Nomad Juve, coming in at 70 credits with a Blast Carbine, Ash Cloak, Flak Armor, and Sky Mantle. And of course, the naughty boys from the Corpse Grinders in at 8 of Clubs here at 50 credits, armed with an auto pistol and flinching knife, initiate's mask, and the infiltrate skill. I decided to nerf the Corpse Grinder initiate a little bit, giving him no access to hand flamers or anything else disgusting. However, he is the only fighter who will start on the board with an infiltration. The 9 of Clubs is represented by our Squat Digger. This guy is 70 credits and comes with the Ironhead auto gun, so a whopping 2 rapid fire auto gun. Quite shooty if he can actually hit a barn door, armed with flak armor as well. The 10 of Clubs now is our Orlok Greenhorn Juve. You'll see that this guy doesn't look particularly green or juvie. He has a grey beard and grey hair and looks exactly how I feel, to be honest. 75 credits though, as we didn't have another model for this guy. Fighting knife, and of course the iconic sawn-off shotgun with its scatter ammo, flak armor for the Greenhorn Juve. Our Jack of Clubs now is our Palanite Rookie Patrolman. This guy is 70 credits and he comes with a shock baton, stub gun, flak armor, and magnicals. armed to the teeth, but not very good otherwise. The penultimate fighter here, the Queen of Clubs, is our enlisted hive scum. Does count as a Juve for bad zone gang, so I had to stick one in here, armed with a flail, las pistol, and flak armor. And last but by no means least, I absolutely had to include the Redemptionist Zealot, and I would be absolutely amiss to leave out an eviscerator on this guy. So this is the odd one out. In at 130 credits, we have gone for the Redemptionist Zealot, armed only with the scary eviscerator. No armor on this guy whatsoever. Let's see how he does though. As we take a look at the board here, you can see I've set up a 3x3, the central tile being the Black Rabbit bar up top. 12 cards are then assigned randomly to a board edge right in the middle of each of the tiles around the side. We've set aside the 8 of clubs for our Corpse Grinder Initiate as well. So each of these will be assigned randomly to a fighter. I'm going to do it in a way that these guys actually come on when they are announced. Rather than starting on the board, they start off the board and they will come on and do their activations as we go around the board. Each fighter will come on when they're randomly selected and move towards the center of the board. Remember, as soon as they enter that center tile, they will not be allowed to be targeted by any weapons from outside the tile. They can only use their bare hands in a fist fight in the middle tile as well. Also, an extra special rule here that I've thrown in for every single fighter is that they all come equipped with the True Grit skill, meaning that damage is slightly lesser as well, so they're a bit more survivable, as well as a hurl skill as well. So these guys can hurl each other. You can charge and hurl in the new updated rules as well. So this will be a lot of fun trying to chuck each other off stuff as we go. Okay, so each of these cards has now been selected for deployment. So each of our fighters has been put into the tile that they will start on, and we're then going to shuffle the deck back in, and this will be priority for the rest of the game. However, we still have our Corpse Grinder Initiate now to infiltrate before anyone else goes, and he is going to go anywhere outside of line of sight and 6 inches from any of the fighters that are going to come on the board, but also not in the center tile as well, as that would be kind of cheating in this game. Taking a look at the Black Rabbit up top here, Yaga is guarding the door. You will need to make a cool check to get into the Black Rabbit. You will also need to make a basic cool check to buy a drink and head your way towards the party. All right, folks, straight into it. Let's see who gets to go first in turn 1. And it is the 4 of clubs. The 4 of clubs is our fan favorite little sister from House Escher, who climbs 5 inches and then makes a move action all the way to the end of the gantry. Next up, we have the Ace of Clubs, and this is our Cawdor Bone Picker. The Bone Picker goes for a jog a full 12 inches into the center of the board, just round the corner from the Corpse Grinder Initiate. Next up, we have the Queen of Clubs. Our enlisted hive scum also goes for a jog a full 10 inches towards the center tile. The 10 of clubs goes next. Our House Orlok Greenhorn takes a big move action in towards the center tile on the same side. A little bit too close to the enlisted scummer. Next up, we have the 6 of clubs now. Our Van Saar Subtech then takes a move a whopping 10 inches for a Van Saar in towards the center here. Then we have the 7 of clubs. Our Ash Waste Nomad goes for a 12-inch move action in toward the center too. We then have the 9 of clubs. And for our first shooting action of the game, the Digger takes a shot at the Ash Waste Nomad, who is out in the open now with his auto gun. Now this is going to be rapid fire too, and we're going to be hitting on a 5 here. So should this go through, it could be nasty. And of course it hits for 2 shots now. The Dust Runner is pinned and the ammo check is good. 2 shots going through on 4s here, and one of them will wound. Flak Armor save now fails, and this will be straight to injury with True Grit taking into account. 2 and pick the best here, and we take the flesh wound for the Dust Runner, the first blood of the game. Next up we have the 3 of clubs. Next up is our Delac Shadow, who takes a move further into Shadow. The Jack of Clubs next will be our Palanite Rookie, who takes a move in toward the center tile too. Next up, we have the King of Clubs, and this is our Redemptionist Zealot. Taking advantage of the fact that the squat did not move too far into the board here, we get an immediate charge from the Redemptionist Zealot into close combat in the back of the squat with his mighty Eviscerator. 2 attacks hitting on 4s, and one of these will go through. Now this will be wounding on a 4 as well, and of course it does go through at -1 AP and sever. This will cancel out True Grit and take the squat out of action. So we have our first casualty in the game, and I have to say, the squat was greedy taking the shot that early when he should have probably just run into the center of the board. If you watched the last battle report though, the squat in that instance did extremely well coming third. Okay, next up we have the 8 of Clubs, and this is our Corpse Grinder Initiate now. Utterly surrounded and feeling a bit penned in, the Corpse Grinder Initiate decides to go for a big run and just leg it away from the trouble into the center tile and up towards the bar now. The 2 of Clubs is next, and this is our second Corridor Bone Picker, who takes a move action round the corner and levels his stub gun at the Vansar Subtech. We're going to be hitting on a 5 here, and it is a miss, destroying the terrain while I'm at it. Lastly, we have the 5 of Clubs, and this is going to be our Goliath Bully. The bully's in a bit of an awkward position, so all he can do is move, and then his second action is to open the gate. At the end of turn 1, we have a look around the board here. The bully not making much progress, but the first casualty of the game going to the Zealot there. We have young Wes hidden in the shadows down below here, not doing much, but the Runtani Dust Runner flesh wounded and pinned. The Corpse Grinder Initiate is closest to the bar. We also have the second Corridor Bone Picker as well as the Enforcer in that sort of center position there as well. The little sister up on high who will need to climb down. Another Corridor Bone Picker and a Vansar Subtech facing off against each other there as well. And in the middle there, we have our Orlok and Enlisted Scummer sort of facing off in a little bit of a fracas for next turn too. Taking a look at our first casualty, it is the Squat Digger, who honestly I thought would go a lot further in this one, but got a little bit greedy early on, and frankly, you're not going to survive an Eviscerator up the bum. Into turn 2 now, and the first to go is our 8 of Clubs, which is actually the Corpse Grinder Initiate, already in the leading position now, who takes a move action into the bar, and then he'll need a cool check to pass to get himself a drink token. With a 4, he will not do it, so he's going to have to try again next turn. The 10 of Clubs is to go next. The 10 of Clubs is our Greenhorn, who takes a move forward and levels his sawn-off shotgun at point blank at our Bad Zone Enlisted Scummer here. This is going to be +2 to hit, so we're going to be hitting on 3s here, which does do it, and it's going to be D6 shots as well with Scatter Shot and Strength 3. Only 2 shots go through here, and these will both be wounding on 4s. One of them goes through with a flak armor save of a 6-up now. This will go through to injury. The injury dice have spoken, and we are taking the flesh wound due to True Grit. Next up is the King of Clubs, and this is our Zealot again, who takes a move forward and levels his Eviscerator to douse the Runtani Dust Runner in flame. A wound roll and an ammo check here. The wound roll does not go through, however, the Dust Runner is on fire, so nasty. He'll have to put out the flames. Next up, we have the 7 of Clubs here. 7 of Clubs is the Dust Runner, who is not hurt by the flames when he activates, but he will be going 2d6 in a random direction here, back towards the Zealot, 9 inches, where he'll go prone and try and put out the flames on a 4+. It's worth noting I made a mistake here. He was actually flesh wounded, so should have been wounded by the flames there, but it is what it is. We forgot. These things happen. He does, however, put out the flames. But that takes him out for an entire turn. Also, dialing it back a little bit to the end of the first turn, we should have done Articles of Faith here, and the Zealot does get an Article of Faith dice. Rolling for both of the Corridor together, and neither of them will get a Faith dice this turn. Up next is the 6 of Clubs. Our Vansar Subtech takes a move forward and levels his lasgun at close range into the back of the Orlok Greenhorn now, hitting with a 5 easily. The Orlok is pinned, and then we wound on a 4+ here. The wound goes through, and this is a flak armor save of a 6+ now, which he passes. Fantastic work on the armor. Next up is the Ace of Clubs. This is our Corridor with the axe. The Bone Picker decides to make a charge into the Enforcer Rookie. Axe and a stub gun here, all hitting on 5s now. If we get 6s, we'll be disarming. Only one hit from the axe here, however. A parry now, and it's re-rolled into a miss. Reaction attacks from the Enforcer rookie now as he swings his stub gun and shock stave. Both of these go through, not triggering shock on the shock stave, the black dice there. However, we'll be wounding on, I think, 3s and 4s here. The shock stave does go through, straight to injury, and we roll a flesh wound using True Grit on the Bone Picker too. Not the best result. A 3 of clubs is next. Our Delac Shadow now takes a charge into the side of our Redemptionist Zealot. Stabby, stab, stab with a stiletto knife here. Can he do it? 2 hits with the stiletto knife now, and all he has to do is pass the toughness check on this, needing a 3+. Neither of which go through, and this could be catastrophic for the cheeky little shadow. Turning to face at -1 to hit now, the Eviscerator swings once and actually hits with a 5, wounding on a 3 here, and of course it goes through at -1 on the armor and triggering Sever. That is another casualty in this Juve off. The Queen of Clubs is next, and this will be our enlisted Bad Zone Scummer, who takes a stand action and then just frankly moves past the Orlok, not giving 2 shits. 2 of Clubs next, and this is our second corridor. This Bone Picker decides to play a bit safer, running into the center square a full 12 inches. Next up is the 5 of Clubs. Our Goliath Bully goes for an 8-inch move, not very fast for a Juve. Then we have the 4 of Clubs, which is our Escher little sister, who takes a move to the edge here and drops down onto the pipe, needing an initiative check of a 3+ just to make this distance here, and she does it. Nimble as a cat, she takes a stub gun shot at the Goliath Bully now, missing with a 1. Lastly, we have the Jack of Clubs, and this will be our Enforcer rookie, who does a fight action here using his stub gun and his shock stave. The stub gun hits and wounds. The injury is a skull and a serious injury. The coup de grace is taken, and our 3rd casualty is had in this game, and it goes to the Enforcer rookie. Having a look at the casualties at the end of turn 2, we have the Corridor Bone Picker number 1 with the axe is out due to the Palanite rookie, and of course the failed charge from the Delac Shadow. Young Wes, his stiletto knife certainly flopping massively there and getting cut in half with an Eviscerator. Do I feel guilty about including the Eviscerator on the Zealot at this point in the game? Absolutely not, because it's a Zealot and you absolutely have to use them. Taking a look around the board here, we have the Ash Waste Nomad, who should have been wounded earlier, but I did forget on the wound roll here. He put himself out of fire, so he's back in the game now. Only flesh wounded. The Zealot doing very well and also having a faith dice in his pool as well. We have the Goliath Bully slowly trudging forwards, as well as the second and most alive Bone Picker still in the mix here. We also have the little sister making her way forwards too. The enlisted Hive Scummer through the middle there as well in the center square now. And of course the Corpse Grinder Initiate still trying to buy a drink from the bar. Down here we have our Vansar Subtech slowly making his way in while just shooting everybody in the process. We also have the Palanite rookie who just won his best fight of his life there, and down below we have the Greenhorn Juve as well. Articles of Faith, and we get one for the corridor here. Only can have 1 dice because there's only 1 of him. And the first to go in turn 3 will be the King of Clubs, and of course it is our Zealot. Before the Zealot goes, he will be using the Path of the Redeemer in this game to use his Faith dice, needing a 5+ here, and each blow shall be a barb unto my enemy's flesh is a fail. He then takes a move action in towards the drinks for his non-alcoholic beer. The Initiate goes next, and he will need to pass a cool check, which he does to gain a drink token. His second activation is to move coolly past the Zealot in towards the stairs now. Next up is the 7 of Clubs. The Nomad Dust Runner stands and then makes a move in towards the center here. We then have the 5 of Clubs. Our Goliath Bully is, of course, going to make a charge. Now, he needs maximum distance here, but he does not get it, stopping just short of charging the Corridor Bone Picker. The 2 of Clubs is next, and the Corridor Bone Picker getting quite scared about the Lumbering Bully. A charge from the Corridor Bone Picker now as he successfully gets to the top of the stairs next to the Corpse Grinder Initiate. He's going to attempt a hurl now. Corpse Grinder Initiate needs to fail his initiative, which he does, and he gets thrown 2 inches off the top here, passing his initiative to stand at the bottom. Next up, we have the 4 of clubs. Our little sister takes a move in towards the Goliath bully and takes another shot with her stub gun here. Close range, we do hit, pinning the bully, wounding the bully on a 5+ here, which does go through. We only have a 6-up save because of the back of the furnace plates here, but however, the bully does make it. Next up, it is the Queen of Clubs. The Bad Zone Enforcer rookie Scummer then takes a move in towards the stairs as well, followed by the 10 of Clubs. 10 of Clubs is our Orlok Greenhorn, who takes a standard and then a move in towards the center of the main tile. 6 of Clubs is next, and this is our Vansar Subtech, who takes a shot at the Escher Juve out in the open at close range, and he will hit her as well, pinning the Escher Juve, but failing to wound with a 1. The second action is to then make a move in towards the center tile. The Jack of Clubs is last, and this will be our Enforcer rookie, who takes a move all the way up the center tile in towards the stairs now. Look around the board now. We have a pinned Escher and a pinned Goliath next to each other. We also have 3 fighters standing almost next to each other. Who gets to go first in this absolute kerfuffle? I'm not sure, but we have flesh wounds aplenty going around here. It's worth noting that the only one that's actually inside the center square there is the enlisted scum, and the other 2 may use their weapons as they wish. The Bone Picker, who charged up the stairs, is in good position, and the Zealot is about to get his non-alcoholic beverage, with the Enforcer rookie down below. The Orlok and the Vansar Juve both in the middle of the center tile now. It really does depend on priority as we go into this next turn. Articles of Faith for the Redemptionist now. He does not get one. And the first to go is our Escher Juve. She's already pinned, so all she can do is stand and move onto the elevator platform. Next up is our 7 of Clubs, who is the Dust Runner. Now he's going to take an immediate shot with his blast carbine here at close range. +2 to hit. He absolutely hits once and triggers shock as well, meaning an auto wound on the poor Corpse Grinder Initiate. Save roll to be made with the Initiate's mask is failed, and another flesh wound is dished out here with True Grit. The second action is to move right next to the stairs. Next up is the 10 of Clubs. Our Orlok Greenhorn makes a charge into the Vansar Juve now. 2 fist attacks in the center square now, and both of them will hit on 5s. Neither of these, however, will wound. The Vansar gets to fight back, missing with a 4. The 6 of Clubs is next now, and our Vansar gets to go next, fighting with his absolute wussy arm. However, he does hit, and he does actually wound as well here. A flak armor save is then failed by the Orlok too. This will go straight to injury. Who'd have thought it? A Vansar beating an Orlok in close combat, and this is just a flesh wound, luckily. The Orlok then gets to react. He will miss his attack there as well. Next up is the 5 of Clubs. 5 of Clubs is our Goliath bully, who stands and walks forwards, as that's all he can do. We have the Jack of Clubs next, which is our Enforcer. The rookie then takes a charge action into the back of the Nomad, aiming to use Hurl again to throw the Nomad away. He does actually succeed, with the Nomad failing the initiative check here and going 1 inch in a random direction, chosen by the Palanite, who just pushes him out of the way of the stairs there. The Nomad then passes his initiative check to remain standing. The King of Clubs is next. The Zealot walks forwards and tries to get his non-alcoholic beverage here by passing a cool check. The cool check, however, is failed. The Zealot, definitely not very cool. 2 of Clubs is next, and this is our Bone Picker. Next up, it's the Bone Picker, who charges into the back of the Redemptionist Zealot and uses his Hurl skill to aim to throw the Zealot as well. Rolling a 1, we get to throw the Zealot out of the way of the bar here, 2 inches away. Now, if we measure 2 inches away from here, we can get him off to the right here, and should he fall down, this does get the Zealot out of the way momentarily. The initiative check for the Zealot to fall is failed, and he does. However, it's less than 3 inches, so we don't take any falling damage here. The 8 of Clubs is next. Corpse Grinder Initiate stands and shoots his auto pistol at the Goliath bully, who seems to be the closest target here, missing with a 3. Lastly, we have the Queen of Clubs now. The enlisted Hive Scum takes a move action in towards the bar. At the end of that turn, the little sister is on the lift platform, trying to go a different route. The bully and the Initiate facing off against each other, with the Dust Runner and the Enforcer rookie too. Up next to the bar, we have the enlisted scummer and the bone picker. And down below, we have the zealot who was thrown from his perch. We also have the Vansar and Orlok locked in a fist fight. Yaga just spectating everything. Articles of Faith for the zealot, and he will not get one. And our first to go in this turn is the Jack of Clubs, which is our rookie subjugator, who makes a charge now into the back of the enlisted bad zone scummer, and he also fails his initiative check, meaning that we get to chuck him d3 inches away. Only 1 inch, however, but that should be enough to get him out of the way as well. I did actually re-look at the hurl skill, by the way, and they do go prone automatically when getting thrown, so I did make a couple of mistakes there earlier, but it is what it is. So earlier on, the initiate should have gone prone there as well. Next up, however, is the 7 of Clubs. 7 of Clubs is the nomad who takes another shot into the back of the initiate, this time getting 3 shots off. These will all be wounding on 3s, and only 1 goes through. However, we have the initiate mask save, which is failed. This will be an injury. And another flesh wound for the initiate's troubles, only toughness 1 now. Second activation is for the nomad to climb up towards the bar. Next up is the 4 of Clubs, and this is our Escher little sister, who takes her first move action to trigger the elevator. The next move action is to jump across the gap, which is less than about 2 inches, as I measured it earlier. She's going to need to make a straight initiative roll here of a 3 up to do it, and she does, carrying on her movement onto the platform. She's now figured out a way to get up a different way. Still needs to go and buy a drink though. The 8 of Clubs is next, and this is our Corpse Grinder initiate. The initiate stands and takes his auto pistol shot off at the bully in front of him again. And he misses with a 1 now. 2 shots, huge. Off to the 6 of Clubs, and this is our Vansar Subtech, who takes an initiative check to try and get out of combat here. Rolling a 5, he will go a full 5 inches away. However, the Orlok Greenhorn also has his initiative to make here, which he does pass, meaning that he will get to hit back here. A 5-inch move for the retreat action on the Vansar, and the Orlok misses in his attack now. The 2 of Clubs is next. This is our Bone Picker. Bone Picker's cool check is absolutely fine as he buys a drink and makes his way back towards the stair. Much cooler than the Zealot. Next up is the 10 of Clubs. Our Orlok Greenhorn, having just witnessed a Vansar dodge away from him, goes for a move in towards the stairs. The King of Clubs now is our Zealot, who elects to stand up after being chucked off the edge. He is really pissed now and takes a move action round in front of the enlisted scummer. Next up is the 5 of Clubs, and this is our Goliath bully now, who charges the very badly wounded initiate. 3 attacks with axes now, and only 1 of them goes through. However, this will be wounding on a 2. That will certainly do it. The initiate's mask is not saving this, and this will go straight through to injury. Anything goes through here, and it is an automatic out of action due to being only toughness 1. Another casualty, and the drink token is lost. The bully then consolidates in behind the Orlok. Lastly, we have the Queen of Clubs now. Queen of Clubs, our enlisted scummer, stands and then moves in around the corner as well, where all the action is taking place. 1 more casualty in this one, and of course it was the most hated of all the Juves, the Corpse Grinder Initiate, who did start with a bit of an advantage, but he just got his head kicked in by a Goliath bully, thankfully. Phew, we didn't want him to win now, did we? Taking a look around the board, the Vansar, who's done pretty well in this, making his way towards the center of the action here. The little sister finding a way round and facing off against the Bone Picker, who does have a drink token. We've got the Nomad and the Enforcer rookie next to each other trying to get drinks too. And down at the bottom of the stair, the Orlok, the Goliath and the enlisted scummer, as well as a very pissed off Zealot behind there as well. Articles of Faith for the Zealot now, and he does get a faith dice to add to his pool. And first to go here is the 6 of Clubs. The Vansar Subtech takes a move forward out into the open so that he can use his gun and shoot off at the Orlok here, making his cool check to do so and hitting with a 3 here as well. A 6 to wound is then rolled, and the injury is a flesh wound. Jack of Clubs is next here, and our Enforcer rookie goes next, moving in towards the bar to try and make a cool check to buy a drink here. Can a cop buy a drink? He cannot with a 7 here. He'll have to try again next turn. The 2 of clubs is next, and this is our bone picker, who already has a drink, but he needs to get past the little sister somehow. Using his faith dice, needing a 2+ here and triggering, and his feet carried him into the fray. The fighter will get a simple move action at the beginning of his action. He'll then get a flesh wound for his troubles. It works though. The first move action getting him just outside an inch of the Escher. His second move now up to Yaga. And the third thing, the basic cool check to pass to enter the club now. Can he enter the Black Rabbit and be the first into the club now? Right, cool check. We need an 8+, I believe, here. And double 6's boxcars will absolutely do it. And who'd have thought it? Our Corridor Bone Picker is the first into the Black Rabbit. Yaga absolutely not caring, certainly not IDing this one. Next up, we have the 7 of clubs now. 7 of clubs is the Runtani Dust Runner, who takes a move into the bar to aim to get a drink here, needing a 7+, and he will do it, so a drink token for the Nomad now as well. The King of Clubs is next, and this is our pissed off Zealot. The Zealot, of course, uses his faith dice to trigger the article that makes his close combat attacks have the blaze trait, and this passes. He then charges into the back of the enlisted scummer with his whopping great Eviscerator, looking to finish him off. 2 attacks hitting on 4s, and both of these will go through. This could be very nasty. And of course, both of these wound as well, triggering Sever and removing another Juve from the game. The enlisted Bad Zone Hive Scummer is gone. His next action is to consolidate in towards the stair. 5 of clubs is next, and our Goliath Bully goes now. Taking a charge into the Zealot, he uses his axes at close range, 3 axe attacks, all of them hitting, one of them triggering disarm. 2 of these will wound the Zealot, and we have saves to be made now. Neither of these will get saved, and this will go straight to injury. 2 damage goes down to 1 with the True Grit skill. And we have a serious injury and a coup de grace. The scary Zealot now out of the game. He did his work in this one, certainly hurt a lot of people. The 4 of clubs is next, and this is our Escher. The Escher Juve takes a move action towards the bar. The 10 of clubs is last now. The Orlok Greenhorn stands and moves up the stairs in towards the bar too. And at the end of that turn, we have 2 more casualties. The Zealot is out due to getting cleaved in half with a couple of axes from a Goliath Bully. Thankfully, this guy is out, being an absolute terror in this game with the Eviscerator. And of course, the enlisted Bad Zone Scummer is out as well, getting taken out by the Zealot himself. So a chain of events there, and 2 more fighters are down. 1 fighter has made it into the Black Rabbit, and it is none other than our Corridor Bone Picker. And we look around the board here. The Van Saar has done some pretty good work, actually, shooting everybody. The Goliath Bully down on the ground level 2. Up next to the bar, however, we have the Escher Juve, the Orlok, who now has only 1 remaining toughness. The Flesh Wounded, however, drink-laden Nomad, as well as the Enforcer Rookie there. Only 6 fighters left to go in this one, and the first one to go is the Escher Little Sister. The Little Sister elects to charge the Orlok as he is closest, and she wants to remove him from the battle. With only 1 toughness remaining, she uses her 2 close combat open-handed attacks. One of them goes through and wounds with a 4 here as well. However, we get a save to be made by the Orlok here, who actually saves it for the 2nd time in the game. His armor doing absolute wonders here, because that would have been an absolute guaranteed death. However, our Orlok gets to hit back now and misses. Next up is the 10 of clubs. 10 of clubs is in fact the Orlok, who swings back, hits with a 6, wounds with a 5+ there. An Escher save now fails, and now we go straight to injury on the Little Sister. A bit harsh for her here, and this is 2 serious injuries. Oh dear, oh dear. The coup de grace, the second action from the Orlok, against all odds, nasty. 6 of clubs is next, and our Van Saar gets to go next, shooting at our Goliath Bully and hitting with a 6. Not wounding, however, with a 4. The Bully is pinned again. Second action is to move in towards the stairs. Next up, the Jack of clubs, and this is our Palanite Rookie now. The Palanite Rookie aims to try and get a drink here by passing a cool check, which he does with a 10. Very cool indeed. The drink token is added, And the rookie then moves past in towards the bottom of the stairs, heading towards the black rabbit. Next up is the 5 of clubs as I drop things everywhere. And the Goliath bully will stand and move to just outside an inch of the Van Saar. Next up and lastly is the 7 of clubs. Our Dust Runner now makes off with his drink and climbs the side of the building, not using the ladder as he can't get too close to it. He gets up to the top now at a move. Is the Dust Runner going to make it into the Black Rabbit? The latest casualty was our Escher little sister. I feel bad about this one as I know everybody was rooting for this one based off how awesome this model is. However, she did swing and miss quite literally and was taken out by an Orlok Greenhorn against all odds. As we take a look around the board now, the Ash Waste Nomad in pole position to get second place here. The Enforcer looking to get third. We have an Orlok up there as well as the Van Saar and Goliath down on the ground level. Let's see who gets to go first in this turn though. The Jack of Clubs is pulled first, and this will be our Palanite rookie. The rookie takes a charge action into the back of the Dust Runner now, aiming to hurl him off the side of the building. Now, an initiative check here. If it fails, which it doesn't, a reaction attack from the Dust Runner as he turns to face here. He's going to be hitting on a 6 with his open hand now. A 1 will not do it. Next up is the 5 of Clubs. And this is our Goliath bully, who takes a charge into the Van Saar in front of him. 2 attacks with open hands here. One of them will hit, winning on a 3, and this will go through as well, triggering a save from the Van Saar now. And the Van Saar does not save it. This is going to go straight through to injury here, and a flesh wound is taken using True Grit. The Van Saar then slaps back with his 5+. He actually hits again, and does fail to wound there, however. The 6 is next, and this is our Van Saar, who doesn't want to stay in combat with a Goliath, so he elects for the initiative check here. He gets a 6, meaning he goes 6 inches away, but should the Goliath pass his initiative here, he will get some attacks. He doesn't, though. This is the second time the Van Saar have managed to get out of combat successfully and get distance too. He's also survived melee a couple of times here too. His move action gets him 6 inches up, and then another move action in towards the bar. 7 of Clubs next, and this will be our Dust Runner. The Dust Runner is, of course, going to go for a hurl action here. And, of course, he does it, rolling a 1 on the initiative check of the Enforcer. This is going to be D3 inches, which is 2 inches, more than enough to chuck the rookie off the edge here, as he plummets down and takes a strength 3 hit at the bottom, going 5 inches. The wound roll is a success. No save can be made, and this is straight to serious injury. Good job, Nomad. His second action is to move up to Yaga and ask to get into the Black Rabbit. Can he convince Yaga that he is actually human? I'm not sure how you're going to ID a Nomad, but we'll give it a go. 10 of Clubs is last, and this will be our Orlok. Surviving against all the odds here, this guy is going to take a charge action into the Van Saar now. He gets the hurl and takes a 2-inch hurl on the Van Saar here, chucking the Van Saar to the edge of this gantry. However, does the Van Saar fall off here? He does not, needing a 4+ initiative. A very agile Van Saar in this encounter. A look at the end of this turn. The Nomad is looking to get into the Black Rabbit, a seriously injured Palanite rookie there. We have the Goliath down on the ground floor too, as well as our Orlok and Van Saar vying for third place at the moment too. An injury roll to be made for the rookie now as we roll a skull. The rookie is out of the game. Again, cops shouldn't really be allowed into illicit nightclubs anyway. 5 of Clubs is the first to go in this turn, and it is our Goliath actually. Goliath's going to try and make a charge, which he again fails for the second time in the game, making it fairly close, but not close enough. Next up to go is the 6 of Clubs, and this is our Van Saar, who stands and orders a drink. Cool check to pass here, and he does not pass his cool check. Next up is the 7 of Clubs, and this is our Nomad now, aiming to get into the Black Rabbit should he convince Yaga, and he passes again with boxcars. The second one to get into the club, and again with the same roll, double 6 here. Fantastic. Nomads for days. Lastly, we have the 10 of clubs, and this is our Orlok. What can he do in this encounter other than order a drink at this point? Can he pass his cool check? He cannot with a 7. At the end of that turn, we have 2 in the Black Rabbit. The Nomad and the Corridor, all the action is happening at the bar, and the first to go is the 5 of clubs. 5 of clubs naturally is our Goliath Bully, who is going to charge into the Orlok at this point, who is the closest target and is already flesh wounded twice. We've got 2 open hands here. One of them will go through. He will also wound on a 2 easily. The save is not made, and this will go straight to injury. Triggering anything here will take this fighter out of action, and the Orlok is the next to leave the field of play. Consolidation next into the bar with the Goliath. Next up is our Van Saar, of course, with 2 remaining fighters. Who is going to come third and enter the Black Rabbit? The Van Saar fails his cool check and does not get a drink. Okay, only 2 fighters remaining, so this should be pretty quick. We're going to roll for priority normally here. The Van Saar rolling a 5 and the Goliath rolling a 1. The Van Saar will go first in this turn. Cool check to get a drink at the bar is nipples, so no drinks for the Van Saar. Second action is wasted. The Goliath's turn now, and he is going to roll nipples as well. So boxcars, nipples is all going on in this game, and we go straight into the next turn. May as well anyway. Priority now. The Van Saar gets a 4, the Goliath gets a 1, so the Van Saar gets to go again, and he rolls his cool check, passing and getting a drink this time. The second action is to move into the stairwell. Cool check for the Goliath is also passed, getting a drink token there as well, and moving in behind the Van Saar. It looks like we're heading towards the last couple of turns here. The priority for the Van Saar is a 2, and the Bully gets a 4. The Bully is then going to charge into the Van Saar here, attempting the hurl now, hitting a 1, 2, or 3, and the hurl fails, meaning that we get reaction attacks from the Van Saar. Hitting on a 5 and a 3 will not do it. Initiative, a check for the Van Saar to get out of combat. Can he do it the 3rd time in this game? Needing a 4+, he will not do it. Initiative check for the Bully to counterattack. Rolling a 6, he will hit the subtech here. Missing the Van Saar, what a mess. Bit of a stalemate here, the Van Saar rolling priority now. Van Saar rolls a 1, and the Goliath gets to go first in this turn. This time electing for a fight action. 1 punch hits with a 6 here. Wounding with a 4 as well. The armor save is not made, and an injury roll is rolled out for a double serious injury. The second action is a coup de grace. The Goliath Bully enters the club 3rd in this massive Juve off. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, our 3 Juves in order here. In 3rd place, the Goliath Bully, who slowly made his way through this game and just managed through attrition to finally get there by default. Yaga, in the end, letting him in, of course, mainly due to intimidation. In 2nd place, we have our Dust Runner, the Nomad, who surprised everybody by being set on fire and shot by a squat. This guy actually survived against all odds as well, and like his champion brother in the last battle report I did, who actually won that one, coming 2nd in this one, there's definitely some luck to be had for these Nomads. And lastly, in 1st place, the Corridor Bone Picker, who used his faith questionably to get into a naughty nightclub. So there we have it, boys and girls. I hope you enjoyed this one. Again, I made this scenario up on the fly. I made a few mistakes in this one as well, the hurl, pinning and stuff like that, and a couple of wound rolls early on, but otherwise I had a lot of fun doing this. Again, similar to the video I did recently on playing with yourself, I did this one entirely by myself, and I really enjoyed it. It's a lot of fun doing this kind of narrative sort of battle report, so I really hope you enjoyed it anyway. If you've got any ideas that you want me to do for similar things to this, any sort of theme or any sort of big sort of battle royale that I can do, let me know, because I really do enjoy this sort of thing. However, I will say the last one that I did was massive, and it took me 2 days to actually do, so this one was a bit quicker, a little bit easier, a little bit more breezy. So yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll be back with another one real soon. Thanks for watching. Peace out.